One show, okay, let's go. It's a brand new episode of the next show. One show, okay, let's go. It's your boy Deli G. Now start the damn show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that lovely introduction means that it must be time for another episode of the next show. With your boy Deli G, back in the studio, back in the lab, here, ready to bring you some more of the best sports talk you can handle. All right, so on this episode, since it is late on a Friday night, it must mean that it's time for my weekly NFL picks. Oh, yeah, baby, week 13 is upon us. So I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of all the games that are happening, who's going to win, and the reasons I think why. We got a lot of good matchups this weekend. But the very first things first, what I want to do is recap Week 12 real quick. And the reason I didn't do a midweek show for this is because, kind of a slow news day. Although I must mention Westbrook, John Wall trade. You know, if y'all going to ask me my opinion about that. Basically, I mean, those teams just swapped the same player and the same contract. You know, injury-riddled, semi-ball dominant guys, who had injury issues, and they can't seem to play at a consistently high MVP type of level anymore. So, it is what it is. Houston wanted to get rid of Westbrook, and this is probably the only way they could have done it. It was a huge sort of a splash in the trade NBA trade landscape. However, though, once that domino fell, then you see the extension of LeBron. Then you see the re-signing of AD to the Lakers, on top of the moves that they had already made, in terms of acquiring Gasol and Trez and Schroeder. Like, man, the Lakers, the Lakers are going to be contending next year for sure. They're going to be contending for titles, not just a playoff spot. We're talking about titles here, okay? So, everybody should be put on notice about that already if they're not. I mean, the Raptors had a mediocre to so-so offseason so far, I would say, for them. But the Lakers, man, they're doing some good things. All right, so let me just recap real quick. Week 12. This won't take long because I went 11-2 that weekend. So I do want to talk about the fudge ups here, the two fudge ups that I had. And I don't even know, you can't really put this on me, man. I mean, the first one here, the Cardinals, who, basically were scoring at will. And, I guess the whole, now thinking about it in retrospect, the Kyler Murray AC joint injury, yada, yada, may have affected him, whatever. Lack of a real strong running game. The defense is starting to, show holes. But, I mean, you got to give it up to Bill Belichick, man. The guy's working with basically nothing, but he still came up with, a sick game plan to limit Murray, limit what they were going to do. They only put up 17 points. And, the field goal, the 3 points, I guess that was enough for New England to take that game. So, ouch. And then who else did I have here? Oh, yeah, man. I had the Las Vegas Raiders, man. So how you going to beat Las Vegas Raiders? And you're just going to go into the Falcons to get not just beat, but, like, stomped out and humiliated and give up 43 points against, man. It's not exactly like, Falcon Field has been, a place of treachery for other teams. Like, come on, man. Teams have been escaping with easy victories over there, man. And you only put up 6 points? You didn't even put up a full touchdown with a point after? And you give up 43 against? Wow. Just insane, man. I don't even know what to say to that. So, except, they're probably going to come out hard in week 13. That's for sure. Because they don't want to look, they don't want to get humiliated again and embarrassed. So, I don't think that's going to happen again if they're on the road. But, we'll get to that in a second because it just so happens they have seems that they have the opponent that seems to cure everything that ails you when you're talking about losses in the NFL. All right, guys. So let's move on to week 13. So, yeah, because I got lots of awesome content coming up that I want to start to film here. So we'll get these picks in so I can get started on that cool, new, fun stuff that I got for you guys. All right, so NFL Big Board in front of me here. It's ready to go, and so am I. So we got first game, Browns at Titans. So I'm just going to go through these real quick like I did last week, guys. You know, if I'm going a little too fast for you, just roll back the film and watch it again. That's the beauty of YouTube. All right, Browns at Titans. Titans are at home. They can't be stopped. King Henry, enough said. They're 8-3. They won last week. I gotta take them this week. I mean, I know the Browns are the quietest 8-3 in the NFL, and they're improving every week, but they're still the Browns, man. They're not in the same class as Steelers and Titans in the AFC. So take Titans at home, yo. All right, next game. The Las Vegas Raiders at the New York Football Jets. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So here's an opponent for the Raiders to feast on right here. Given how pissed they were to have given up 43, 46 points or whatever it was. It might as well have been 50 in Atlanta. Okay? So you're going to give up that, and Gruden's probably saying, we're not doing that again, especially against a New York Jet football team that's 0-11 and is just hot garbage with Adam Gase at the helm. So definitely take the Raiders at home. Doesn't even matter if they're on the road. I mean, nobody's winning in New York right now. All right. Next game, the 1-10 Jags at the Vikings. Vikings are at home. They're a lot more of a stable team, even with First Cousins. So, you know, I'll give this one to the Vikes because they still got a chance for a wild card in the NFC. So they want to keep pace. And the Jags are just horrible, 1-10. Next game would be the Bengals at the Dolphins. Take the Fins. Bengals don't have Joe Burrow. And, yeah, he's basically the only reason that they were in games. And now he's out for the rest of the year. I don't see the Bengals doing much without him. I didn't really see him doing much with him, but at least, you know, he was keeping him in games, like I said. But now that he's out, Dolphins, easy. All right, next one. You got your Colts at the Texans. Colts have been a lot better. I know that, you know, Deshaun seems to be heating up, but there's a bunch of receivers now of his that are either hurt or suspended. So I don't really give him much of a chance in this one, to be honest with you, man. Colts defense, like I think they're going to tear up Deshaun and get in his kitchen and disrupt his reads and what he's trying to do. So I would take the Colts on that one. All right, next one. We have the Lions at the Bears. Yo, Lions flopped hard last week. They didn't even score a point. Zero. Okay, is this professional football? Last time I checked, is this professional football? Like, wow. So a complete egg, a complete dud so far as to have fired the coach. Now this could be a trap game because again, usually when the interim coach or the new coach takes over, historically speaking, they will win that first game to show, oh yeah, you know, the old regime that's done and over with. You know, we're gonna win with this new guy now or whatever. You know, we're gonna win without the other guy. So this could be one of those games. I just can't see the Lions walking into Soldier Field and taking a win from the Bears, in spite of, you know, the Bears' own troubles that they've been having lately. But I just don't see that happening, man. So take the Bears at home, man. Jeez. Freaking Lions. Can't believe they got shut out. All right. Next game, the 9-2 Saints at the Falcons. Take the Saints, man. Taysom Hill. Guy's rolling, man. And it's only a matter of time before Drew Brees comes back. I know the Falcons had a huge win at home, but I think what it was like Vegas just was coming off such an emotional game against Kansas City, and you know they thought they had him, and it was a close game and everything. And I think that they just fell into the trap. That was a trap game for them, and the Falcons took advantage of it. But I don't think they're going to do that against the Saints because Sean Payton, he's been around the block and he's a very smart coach, and he knows how to approach these type of games. So I'm going to take the Saints, yo. Easy. They got to keep pace in the NFC as well. Okay, next one. The 4-7 Giants at the Seahawks. I cannot see the Giants, whether Daniel Jones is playing or not. You know, you have to get, like, Eli with that Tyrese Gibson or whatever his name was, Tyreek catch. You'd have to get that guy on the field and that defense for them to beat the Seahawks at this point in the year with the way Russ and DK and everybody have been playing. Like, it's just been freaking lights out. So I expect more of the same, and I expect the Seahawks to win at home. Easy. So take the Seahawks. All right, next one on the docket. You got your LA Rams at the Cardinals. So Talked about it briefly with Kyler Murray's AC joint injury. It looks like it's might be plaguing him more than he thinks. It's by cortisone shots or whatever he might be taking. But, you know, and I know they're at home, but the Rams have just been playing a lot better. And I think that Aaron Donald is going to be up in his kitchen so much that he's just going to have to try and be a one-dimensional quarterback, and that is running the football, because he won't be able to throw if he's got the shoulder injury in his throwing arm. So I think the Rams are going to win this one. I think it's going to be close. I think the Rams got this one. Next one, Pats at the Chargers. So the Chargers are 3-8, but they've lost a lot of really, really close games, and some games were decided by the referees. Let's just be honest here. You know, I picked them to win one game, thought they had a touchdown late to win it. I think it must have been against the Vegas Raiders. And next thing you know, he didn't have complete control of the catch. Yeah, whatever. My arse. So the Chargers could very well be, you know, 5-6. You know, 4-7, but there they are sitting at 3-8. I don't take anything away from that. Their record, they are a good football team, and Herbert has been unreal. But I just think Belichick, man, Belichick's coaching and his preparation, and the fact that they think that they can still hang around for a wild card in the AFC, and they very well could. But I don't know, man. I just got a freaking feeling that the Patriots are gonna win that thing, man. So even though they're on the road and got a guard team, really, compared to what Tom Brady's working with. But I'm going to take the Patriots, man. They came through last week when I thought the Cardinals were going to dummy them. And, you know, they won that game, I guess, so I'm going to take the Pats. Now, onto a much easier pick. You got the Philadelphia Eagles having to go into the Lambeau Field, frozen tundra, and they got to try and beat up on Aaron freaking Rodgers, Mr. Superstar, Mr. GOAT. And I don't think that's going to happen, yo. To be honest with you, I can't trust the Eagles for anything. I can't trust them for shit, man. So, like, this has got to be the easiest pick of the year so far in the NFL. Packers, easy. Like, in a laugher. All right, next game on the docket. Okay, your 4-7 Broncos at the 10-1 Chiefs. So, yeah, man, rivalry game. I don't think the Chiefs are going to let this one slip. They're at Arrowhead. Like, it's the Chiefs, y'all. They're going to win it. Now, the Washington football team at the Steelers. Same story. The Steelers got to keep pace with the Chiefs, who they'll know are going to win. And the Steelers are at home. For those reasons, you got to take the Steelers. And the last game on the docket here has the 8-3 Bills going to San Francisco and playing the 5-6 49ers. Now, 49ers, like, they pulled out wins when you think that they're down or they're gonna lose. But I don't know, man. You know, like I said to my boy Jesse, aka Cecil, aka CB Dizzle. Like I've said to him, he's a huge Bills fan. You guys all know this. If you've seen my past shows, I've given him plenty of shout-outs because the Bills have been doing so good. It's very unfortunate, though, that they're in the same division as my Jets, but I digress. You know, on this one, man, they're rolling, man. I can totally see the Bills going into San Francisco and taking out the 49ers. 49ers are still hobbled. You know, there's still question marks about Jimmy Garoppolo. That's always going to be there until, you know, they get their record straightened out and make it to the playoffs. So, you know, those question marks are always going to be there, but not for the Bills, man. We know the Bills are solid. We know Kyle Allen is solid. We know the defense is solid. We know the receivers are solid. I mean, you know, what more do you have to say? The running game's pretty solid, too. You know, the Bills are a pretty good, complete football team. And, you know, with Allen at quarterback, you know, guys got to watch out, man. He'll make plays. And he's a damn good quarterback. So there you go, guys. Those are my picks for Week 13. Again, if I'm going too fast for y'all, just roll it back. That's the beauty of YouTube. Roll it back, slow it down, do what you got to do to make sure that, you know, you get all this wordage in. All right, y'all. So that's going to wrap it up for me. I'm running out of film time, and that's all I want to speak on. And get some other videos as well, including but not limited to some more Tim Hortons trading card polls. So hopefully we get some more of those franchise trios. That'd be nice. Or even what'd be nicer is a winner card. That'd be really nice. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for that. I got a few packs open up, some more videos to upload, and yeah, gonna be sort of pivoting towards that sort of thing. I still love my sports talk and everything, but you gotta give the people what they want, right? And what they want right now is carpool videos, baby. And I love collecting cards, so. And there's a whole stock of awesome product coming up that I want to try and get my hands on and share with you guys out there in YouTube land. So, to all those out there watching on your phone, at home, listening in the car, wherever you may be, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I'd like to thank my wifey boo, Kirsten. The show would not be possible without you, baby. I love you so much. And I love you so much as well, my baby girl, Sophia. Daddy loves you so much. I hope you're watching this all the time. I hope you guys continue to watch out there in YouTube land, out there in Canada, and the rest of the world as well. So thank you guys so much for watching once again. Thank you very much, and stay tuned for the next episode of the next show.